Hey there, now that the event TLDR guide is over and the EROI guide is over, I can finally do the guide for the new BTR, although there isn't too much to talk about in these BTR videos anymore, as most people are probably breezing through it. On stage 8, we have 2 bosses, pretty simple, not much to say here. It's 2 easy bosses, you should breeze through this. Stage 9, we have 2 AoE floors. These are pretty easy AoE floors, just get 1 grouper and it should be easy. You can see my setup here on the free-to-play account. Well, actually both my accounts are free-to-play, but this is the no limited character team. For floor 10, you wanna make sure you get Shakiri on the first floor and just eat the teddy bear, and then it should be a pretty easy clear. Beat King is honestly the worst boss in the game. I think at this point, I hate Beat King, he's really annoying to do. Stage 10 is also the floor I start using buffs on, as you can see here. I'm using the team damage buff and the mark damage buffs. You'll notice that I use this not at the start, but on the second ult on Chiz, so I get the most value out of it when I already have all my coins stacked up, just for a little bit of extra burst. Then we have floor 11. This is not that hard of a floor, honestly. The fishes were a little bit annoying, but Mammon is a pretty nice boss himself to do. And the elements are really nice. We have the Cosmos and the Incantation for both the free-to-play teams without standard characters. We can use Baishang and Chiz very easily here, which is actually really nice. And you can see the buffs here are the HP damage and then the attack buff for the Baishang team. Then floor 12, which I thought was gonna be the worst floor ever. Once I saw the enemy step collector is so annoying to do, but honestly, even though he's so annoying to do, he's not as annoying as Speed King. If you have Daffodil, I was actually breaking him super fast, even though my Daffodil is level 1 and she has no stuff on her. She is level 1 and no consoles or anything leveled, but it's just the base stats. All I have is 96 break intensity, as I haven't really done anything with her yet. But I actually broke the debt collector super fast. This is where I use the best buff, the team incantation and the team Cosmo damage. Honestly, now that I have Mint on the Chiz team with Yuan and MC, I'm not sure it's even worth doing solo Chiz anymore. This team should be doing more damage than solo Chiz. And obviously I use the team Cosmo damage on this team. Black Tome is pretty annoying if he does his chains, but sometimes you can RNG him without chains. Anyway, the elements here are also really nice. Match perfect up. So you can also see cost ultimate damage to ignore 15% of the enemy's defense. This is a crazy BTR. The buffs works for non-limited characters. Both the mob weaknesses lines up, so this was a breeze to do. This is the easiest BTR yet. That is everything for this BTR guide. If you have any questions, let me know. I can go over my gear real quickly if you want to see it. My Baishang, he is 7-4 and this is his arc, and then his console here, that's his console. And we have his awakening and his Esper abilities. Shakiri Esper abilities, awakening, console, arc and info. Then we have Hanel, info, arc, console, awakenings and Esper ability. Then we have Daffodil, which has nothing at all. She's just a stand-in. I need more resources on my ult. Then we have MC, just run cycle intensity with level 1 weapon because it's wasted resources kinda. And that's it. And then Chiz, not fully leveled up, still need more resources. Awakenings, console, if you want to see it, it's crit damage because I haven't gotten a Cosmo damage one on my ult still. Weapon, and then this. EY we obviously don't use, we use Mint. This is my Mint currently. She's somewhat built, but not anything crazy. And she's also only C3. Then we have G1. She's not super built either, but I just put a little bit of stuff on. You can see her weapon is only level 50 and she's only level 60. So there's a few things to improve on these teams still, especially the gear. That is gonna be everything for this BTR. Hope to see you next time. I will cue the clips of the clears after this. So have fun and hope you enjoy.
I'd say I've seen it all. I'm born in the darkest hour. I've got a scar-shaped flower tattooed on my shoulder. Reminds me of the beauty that exists no longer. Don't let your weakness show. My brother told me so. 请不要把我冷落放一边，让我热情拥抱一下，距离给阳光融化，看我可爱的魔法。努力奋斗，勇敢直前为你加油，和我一起来加油，是你的元气爱豆，别再哭丧着脸，你不是一无所有，我永远会陪伴在你左右。Everybody come say hi, everybody jump get high， 所有人都一起来 ，Let's go let's go let's get that， 不同形状的花花，梦想的枝桠，请问你是否想带我回家？想要一颗巧克力，味道甜甜难忘记，金光灿烂的外衣，心底的迷人香。想要一颗巧克力，甜甜的让我无法忘记你。Oh baby, you are my chocolate， choco choco， you are my chocolate， choco choco。You are my chocolate， 睡到的 CD 的赛博车 live house， 今晚我的现场来不来听？进度最顶流 DJ， 我将奋力而全能的爱豆，你动不动心？阳光又勇敢，最准确的 vibe，chocolate chocolate 我的最爱。做我的朋友，让我真诚的对待，多大的困难你背后都会有我在。Everybody come say hi， everybody jump get high， 所有人都一起来 ，Let's go let's go let's get that， 不同形状的花花，梦想的枝桠。You are my chocolate， choco choco。You are my chocolate， choco choco。You are my chocolate。Going on the west side, looking for sunrise, waiting for you and hearing the explosions under the ocean, waiting for the world to die. I don't know who you are, but you can show me tonight. Hold my hand, let's go. Anywhere you wanna go. Pick me up and drive, make me last forever. Hold my hand, let's go. Anywhere you wanna go. Hold my hand, let's go. Anywhere you wanna go. Pick me up and drive. Make me last forever. Hold my hand, let's go. Anywhere you wanna go. Leave behind the world. Make it last forever. Hold my hand, let's go. Anywhere you wanna go. Pick me up and drive. Make me last forever. Hold my hand, let's go. Anywhere you wanna go. We'll leave behind the world. Make it last forever. Make me last forever. His magic was snowflakes quickly, like powder stardust, all your skin glistening. There are moments maybe flaked and paper thin, but through your voyage they will sing, soaring like the vapor cloud of dreams, coasting through the trails we paved. It's not make-believe. Fly to frost is free. Carry the torch from me and spread your wings. I will get so full up from your sky. Your Aphrodite light. Names or grace that make history. Clinging tight to fade away memories, but I won't let it face me, 'cause I don't pine for words to be of me. Up in the air isn't nowhere, so there's no floating or endlessly. We'll call out that you will see. Grows and grows and more so light and bursting with colors of the sunny. What's the plans be promising? Yes, another new beginning. Did I catch a twinkle in your eye? Did they really mirror mine? I wanna believe is what gives my wish afloat. I hope you know, soaring like the vapor flame we dreamed, coasting through the trails we paved. It's not make-believe. Fly to frosters of spring. Carry the torch for me and spread your wings. I will cast a glow from your sky. Your Aphrodite light.
What if I can't seem to find or reach a foothold? And now I'm just falling away again. We are always far too eager. Walking out of situations that we never seem to grasp.